Hello, this is Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. And this stream, I'm gonna be doing my next event week like stream or guide kind of even on the new event week for this week for Grand Theft Auto Online. This one actually sounds very good actually. And I also actually will change my message to spectator a little bit. I was hoping to be able to fit the 2 times money RP contact missions on this title. But I have to put in the message to spectator now, so one moment. More like a minute actually. But then the rest of the stream should be good. I should just be on the game pretty much. Alright, update my message to spectator. We'll be on the game shortly. There it goes. And it's loaded in again, of course. Oh yeah, but one in a party just in case, even though I'm gonna invite only just in case I do anything in the actual game. So, to get started with the title, there's 2 times money RP on the Doomsday scenario finale, which is a Doomsday heist specifically, so you'll need a facility property, which I would imagine, of course, because of that, the facilities would have some sort of discount. Of course, I'll have to check though it's on the Rockstar Newswire as well. And it's only the finale, unfortunately, which they've been doing a lot recently. But there's times where they do the setups as well. So hopefully one day they'll do setups as well like they used to. But yeah, only on the finale, unfortunately, you'll be getting double money RP on the Doomsday scenario, or of course finale for Act 3. Now, is it worth it? In my opinion, it's really not, to be honest. The other 2 acts, hell yeah, that would be worth it, but Act 3 has the most ridiculous AIs that you have to go against. The AIs in that shit have, like, the most accurate fucking aim and everything at, like, the fucking final parts of the Doomsday scenario finale. Like, after, like, the first cutscene, when you get through, like, the first initial part, there's, like, a few fucking juggernauts in it, in that one part. Which, the first few or whatever aren't that bad, because you can use, like, the Conchali rail gun and whatnot. But for, what's it called, fucking... the later fucking juggernauts can be annoying, no doubt. Yeah, I think there's like 2 more juggernauts after like first ones where you can just use the railgun cannon. But then after you get through that whole like first section, you get a cutscene with Avon and I mean not Avon, with like Clifford and Lester talking to each other or whatever. Then Clifford lets you in the like room just because, I guess. And then AIs starting from there have like the most ridiculous fucking accuracy. It's exactly the same accuracy that you see in like import-export missions, or even worse, for all I know. And there's infinite enemy spawns as well while you like hack through the servers. So in my opinion, it's not worth doing Act 3 finales unless you're super good at it. And even someone, even me, I think I'm pretty damn good at this game. It's difficult, man. It actually is difficult. I literally have a dedicated stream on the Act 3, the whole entire Act 3. And even one of the setup missions were a pain in the ass. But it's better that it's not Act 2 because people abuse that glitch. But I think it should have been Act 1, to be honest. Then they could have done an Act 2 and an Act 3 later. But it is what it is. It's nice there is a heist that's Double Money RP this week. Don't get me wrong, but it's a super damn difficult heist for the finale. And one of the setup missions are super ridiculous too. That one has even more fucking juggernauts, even harder to take out. So yeah, I covered the title there. As for the message of spectator, there's 2 times money RP on contact missions. So it's every mission except the ones that were double money RP last week. The 8 that were double money RP last week, which were the lowrider ones, don't count under the 2 times money RP for this week. Since the lowrider missions are considered their own thing, whereas dispatch is kind of considered contact missions. Just they're way newer than the rest of them for the dispatch 1 through 6 missions. So yeah, everything except the 8 I mentioned will be double money RP. It will count towards it as long as it's in the mission section of the pause menu. For example, as Martin shows us there, dispatch 2 double money RP. So dispatch counts towards it. Lowrider missions obviously not, because that was last week. Not only that, they're considered their own strand of missions. You have like an actual storyline unlike the rest of the missions. And then, believe it or not, there's almost a 90% discount this week on the cheapest counterfeit cash. Which I'll go more in detail on the extreme discounts this week. But yeah, we have almost a 90% fucking discount this fucking week. That's almost fucking free, basically. Even though I think it's 100k for the cheapest counterfeit cash, I think. I'll have to check on that. So there are a couple login rewards, but this time they're liveries, which is definitely a nice change of pace. The hat was a nice change, but I've been getting tired of the clothing. Pretty sure they both are at the facility. It's the same livery for 2 vehicles. I believe it's the Kanjali and the Avenger. So I'll quickly fly to my facility and show off the new liveries on them. Maybe give it a little thoughts of if I think they're some of the best ones on it or not. But either way, it's nice having new liveries, even though I might never use them. Same with the clothing, it's nice to have, but I probably will never use them, to be honest. Besides for showing them off for a pretty, like, moment on my streams. I saw that one coming around the 9.5-minute mark. I think that's when it typically happens when my auto shutdown enable on my headphones. But yeah, the vehicle right there that I have, the Kanjali, the TMO2 Kanjali, should have the skull livery, and so should this one. I guess I'll check the Kanjali first, actually, because the Avengers like the... Because in a way, the Avenger is the most useful vehicle in here. By the way, speaking of the Double Money RP contact missions, I intend to get a contact mission content out for today or tomorrow. I have all the recording finally finished. I only need to record like 4 missions for a while. Finally done those. That was before. Wait. One was without Double Money RP actually, because the new event I decided to get back on and record the other 3 missions. Because I was having difficulties with the 2-player mission for a while. Yeah, this has 22 liveries, which I believe the normal is 21. So yeah, the Kanjali is actually getting its first free livery, the skulls. Except actually, I kind of don't think so. I think there was like I think if you got like a digital pre-order or something for Red Dead Redemption 2, the Ultimate Edition, but digital, I think you would get another livery, I think, for the Kanjali. I don't know. Since my Ultimate Edition is physical, so I didn't get that like stuff that was going on in GTA Online for having a digital like Ultimate Edition, whatever. Can't really see it on mine, unfortunately. Actually, I guess maybe it blends in too much with the chrome for the skull livery, but it's fine because my Avenger is not chrome. Not gonna apply it though, since I don't want to have to pay for the camo again. I don't know if it works like the weapons do. Yeah, the TMO2 Kanjali has the skulls delivery, and the hatch gets all left open. I don't think I interrupted that process of closing the hatch. I think the character just left it open. Oh yeah, I'll get into those adversary modes later, but that's one of them. That's Double Money RP, Occupy 1 through, I believe, 7, but it might be less than 7. But most adversary modes have a 1 through 7. In Roman numerals, of course. So this has, oh yeah, it's because it has all the different Christmas liveries. But this is the school's delivery. You can slightly see it on here, I'm pretty sure. But you might want to get a better, like, respray or something. Yeah, except the hunting camo is free, I'm pretty sure, so it didn't matter, actually. I'll quickly apply a skull, see if I can get it to show better on another color. Okay, yeah, it's much more visible on a white than it is a black. Or more like silver. So I have this like black because I like the stealth look of it. But you can kind of still see it on black. Or at least on matte black, it's kind of difficult to see. There, back to my hunting camo, because I like that one a lot. And I'll exit the facility, since I don't have a purpose here for the rest of the stream, pretty much. Unless I want to try an Act 3, but I have to go soon. So I won't really be able to get through a whole Act 3. But for some reason, any viewer comes in offers a Act 3 finale for any reason, I'll try, I guess. I'll still have to go pretty soon, so it's probably not gonna happen. I think I'm just gonna fly, like, about my arena again, I think. Since I don't really think I'm gonna take advantage of the Act 3 finale double money. I don't know, I might do Act 3 finale, but because I've already done one on stream, I'm not going to be doing it on stream. I've done a dedicated stream for all 3 acts. Act 2, I think I had to continue to, like, one time or even a couple of times. So I was just getting, like, shitty teammates and stuff like that. And even, I think one was a friend of mine that was a shitty teammate. I was begging to work on a specific stand finale when I specifically told him I was doing a stream on that too. So he pissed me off, so I blocked him and he fronted in and everything. It was a stupid, nitwit kid, I think. I just fucking focus on the roof of the arena. I might just do the rest of the stream for the most part on here. Can't believe the crazy insane discounts they apparently have this week though for a couple of the items. The rest of them I'm pretty sure are more like normal discounts though. For like the percentage. I should make sure I covered everything that I need to before I go on the websites and stuff for the discounts. Oh yeah, still need to go over the adversary modes, that's right. But I think the skulls is a good one for the Conjali. Yeah, I think the skulls will be a good delivery for the Conjali, because it didn't really have another free one. Except I think it did have a free one, but I think it's for like Ultimate Edition digital pre-order people for like RDR2 when that wasn't of course like out till when it released, of course. If that makes sense. I would skim through these adversary modes till I find one to like free or whatever, and it's double money RP, and then I'll discuss it a little. Okay, hardest target is double money RP mode. What was hardest target? Forget around the time this came out. There's a lot of course, adversary modes. It's kind of. Wait, no, I think I was kind of thinking of Resurrection for a second. I was about to describe what I remembered it as. Okay. I think I get what it means after reading the newswire a little bit. Hardest target is a person on each team that's a technical target, while the other people are basically the bodyguards. Have to protect the target from the other team of its bodyguards and its technical target as well, of course. So that's what hardest target basically is. It has 7 maps like most do. If I remember right, it's a good pain one for adversary mode. I'm not sure. I think a lot of the like deathmatch style ones pay good. I think Juggernaut as well as a double money RP adversary mode. That's where one person on each team. It's basically similar to hardest target in a way, but you get like superior weapons as the Juggernauts. They have superior health, I'm pretty sure. And all that kind of jazz. 7 of those as well. Could probably be a good pain one as well. If, of course, you manage to win. And then, yeah, Occupy, as seen earlier, when someone invited me to Occupy, it showed a double money RP. It's like a turf type of mode. You have to kind of like control turf against with the other team. I don't recall any of these being bad paying or anything on double money from a long time ago, but obviously it's hard to remember, so don't entirely take my word on it. But it's nice to have the options, because I don't know, there's probably not going to be a lot of people, as far as I know, that are going to want to do Act 3, like, the finale more than one time this week, I would imagine. Unless they're, like, super good at it, like I mentioned earlier. Occupy at 5, right? I mean, not 5, 7, I mean. Just making sure there's no more modes to go over. So yeah, 3 adversary modes seem to be double money RP for now, unless I find another one. Okay, yeah, just those 3 adversary modes. Occupy, Juggernaut, and Hardest Target are the 3 adversary modes. Are double money RP for those who really like doing adversary modes. Yeah, all of them had 7 maps. For some reason, this one's the worst in terms of the rating, I guess. Not sure why, but I personally think that was the funnest. In a way, if I remember right, for Occupy. So yeah, I should have went over everything I needed to before I go into the websites. Yeah, I went over the contact missions, Doomsday, scenario finale, Occupy, Hardest Target, Juggernaut, Skull Liveries. Okay, yeah, all I really need to talk about is discounts, and maybe even the time trial, and probably premium races, because they've been doing them differently recently. Okay, so all discounts besides for 2 of them seem like they're going to be 40% off when I go over them. Let me just see where I want to start. I might even go to my biker clubhouse to show off the discount on the Grand Snore Desert Counterfeit Cash, but I might not be able to because I think that's the one I own. So to get started on the discounts, I'll show off the one on the cheapest clubhouse right now. Oh yeah, it's up here, of course, the one I have. Oh yeah, I can't show it off because I have the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. But according to Rockstar, it's 75% off, and it's normally 200,000. I know for a fact it's normally 200,000, because 75% off of 200,000 means it's 50k. So if you don't have a biker clubhouse for any reason, now is time to get one. It's 50k right now. Definitely take advantage of that. You can make 50k in under an hour from like Headhunter and Sightseer. So if you definitely don't have one, now would be the time to take advantage of it. If you take the maximum time with the maximum amount of money you get as well on those, on like the Headhunter Sightseer for any reason, the max you can make on those, I believe, is like 25k. So even two like VIP works will get you money if you take too long on them. If not free, we'll do it. And they only take like a few minutes or so you can make that easy. You can make the money for the clubhouse in not even half an hour. So definitely take advantage of it if you don't have a clubhouse. You can of course upgrade it later, and then the renovations, they don't matter too much because the custom bike shop is the same in the LS Customs. There's no difference to it. You can get the same modifications, unlike with Benny's and the LS Customs. And of course, gun locker is nice to have, but some properties come with a gun locker, I believe, like the nightclub, I think. So yeah, really, you don't. It's not necessary much to have like a lot of the upgrades on here, so you'll be pretty set just with the 50k you can spend on a Great Chapel Clubhouse. And the last two discounts on this website relate to facilities. Facilities are 40% off, and so are the add-ons and renovations, so that might include the orbital cannon, unfortunately. So that means the cheapest one is 150k right now for facilities. Which, this location isn't entirely bad for facilities, by the way. It's really good for Act 2 if you're trying to get the Elite Challenge for any reason. So yeah, 40% discounts on all the add-ons and renovations. Should be all of them. Yeah, even Orbital Cannon right now. 540k instead of 900. So for some reason you want an Orbital Cannon, it's under 500,000. Security room 465. Not as bad, of course, as the Orbital Cannon. So for cheapest, you can look at a maximum of a little over 2.5 mil for this week. Which, of course, once again, it's the best location probably for Act 2 if you're going for like an elite time or just want to get it done quick. Which I probably shouldn't have said that because unfortunately there's a lot of Act 2 glitchers, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I already showed everything on the amazing foreclosures. And that's everything in terms of properties except for the 89% discount on the cheapest counterfeit cash. Which, because it's a big discount, I might go on the open road. And then all the vehicle discounts are going to be on worst stock for this week. Unless there's anyone with a targeted sale. And of course, if for some reason anyone wants to let me know what the target sales are, and if it's not on worst stock, then there's other websites that might have discounts if you have a targeted sale. The Avenger and the Avenger renovations are 40% off. Now, is the Avenger worth it? Yes and no, sort of. I'll explain why. I'll start with the no, I guess. Avenger technically can be considered the least worthy of the three. Because the Mobile Operations Center and Terabyte have their own exclusive missions, while the Avenger does not. Because the Avenger is tied to the facility, it doesn't have any unique missions. However, the Avenger is the most explosive resistant aircraft, I'm very sure, of course. I believe it might even take more than the Mobile Operations Center to blow up, I'm not entirely sure. If not, probably only a little less. Not sure how it compares to Terabyte on explosive resistance entirely, but it's a very explosive resistant aircraft. Has VTOL capabilities, and it's pretty unique in its VTOL capabilities as well. The Tula is VTOL in the same way, but of course it's not like the Hydra where it uses VTOL through its propeller system, basically. Or rotor system, whichever one would be considered. And of course you can accept Doomsday heist invites to your own facility, and you can get to your Avenger within easy access, so that's an advantage as with our Mobile Operations Center and the Terabyte, is that you can constantly easily get to the Avenger, which is good for like trolling people or like going against griefers with the Avenger. If you use it right, because yeah, if you use the Avenger right, since after the Doomsday heist, it did in a following update get countermeasures as far as I know. So yeah, it can be a very good versatile vehicle if you use it correctly. And you do have easy access for your facility invites from Lester if you want to use it over and over again and spam it against griefers. But it's not going to be as efficient as your Present Mark II in terms of spamming that, but pretty close, I'll imagine. The Heavy Minister, which is from After Hours, of course. This one, it's hard to say it's really worth it, to be honest. For over $1 million, of course, it's more worth it than its current price, obviously, so... It has less seats. Yeah, it has less seats than an Insurgent Pickup and an Insurgent Pickup Custom. So in that regard, it's not as good. Its guns are also, if you can upgrade the guns, and the guns are pretty much the same as the Insurgent Pickup Custom. One pro it might have over the Insurgent Pickup Custom is its side windows, but the front window is just as exposed. Pretty sure the windows aren't anywhere near bulletproof or anything. Its explosive resistance might even be worse than the Pickup Custom. But yeah, there's not much reason to get the Minister over the Insurgent Pickup or, of course, the Insurgent Pickup Custom, both in which I have a dedicated review on from a while ago. The Mammoth Thruster, 1,650,000 right now. Definitely a pretty good price for the Thruster for what it offers. However, the best thing it offers can maybe get patched at any point. The best thing it offers isn't necessarily a glitch. It's just how the hitboxes work with the Thruster. The way the hitboxes work with the Thruster makes it pretty usable in certain situations, actually. Basically, if you go the highest speed possible with the Thruster, you can survive most missiles. Yes, you heard me right. You can survive most missiles with the Thruster if you go to top speed. A couple major exceptions for the missiles, though, are the Akula, the Hunter, the B-11 Strike Force, and I believe the only other exception is the Chernobog, so only 4 vehicle missiles seemingly can hit the Thruster at its top speed. I'm pretty sure I've shown it off when other people may have griefed me on live streams and stuff. So on other live streams I have gameplay of that, but if you want an easy way of checking that feature out, Gilly Master has a video on it, I believe. Which is a much more popular GTA YouTuber than I am. He plays on Xbox One, I'm pretty sure. And the TMO2 Kanjali was the main both vehicles with the new livery, even got discounted this week. Is a little over 1.7, close to 1.5 mil. I mean 1.7.5 mil. I would say arguably it's the best tank in the game. Obviously the Rhino's been overly outclassed since its beginnings, of course. But yeah, the TMO2 Kanjali, you can't get shot in it, of course, since there's no windows on it. Yeah, there's no windows on it. The one thing the Rhino has over the TMO2 Kanjali, though, is it can explode vehicles when running over them, but it's not entirely good for the health of a tank. So it can't run over vehicles and explode them, but that's not entirely a big deal. Of course, it has like a machine gun and 2 grenade launchers you can get. In fact, I think it comes with a machine gun on it, which is for the first passenger. Of course, like the primary passenger. And then the 2 in the back. Yeah, there's back doors, so you can hold 4 people. Those people use the grenade launchers that you can buy for the Teemo 2 Kanjali. The railgun cannon, or even the basic cannon, and the machine guns are definitely very good additions for it. The grenade launchers, however, are not entirely that good. The grenade launchers are okay, but I think they have limited ammo, I think. And also, it's kind of hard to hit people with those grenade launchers since they only have a certain limited like angle and whatnot. So in so many ways, the Teemo 2 Kanjali is good. It's definitely better than the APC since you can use it solo. And it's better than the Scarab since it has much better weapons than the Scarab. The recent tank from Arena Wars, of course. So yeah, I would say it's the best tank in the game if you want to buy it, of course, at its discount if you don't have it already. Definitely do not regret buying this, even if I don't use it that much, since it's probably mainly a PvP vehicle and I'm not big into PvP and stuff. Next up for discounts is the Chernobog. Of course, if it's 2 people, unfortunately, of course, it does require a second person to make it useful, but it does have the feature the Rhino does, where if you run into vehicles hard enough, it does explode them. Of course, that also slightly damages your vehicle. But yeah, you can kind of use it solo with the ramming feature, how it can explode vehicles similar to the Rhino. And it has the best homing missiles in the game, I'm pretty sure, because it is very hard to get it to be usable, of course. It's definitely super good against jets and all of that. It's probably like the best thing against them besides the explosive sniper. Yeah, this thing has insane lock-on accuracy and stuff. So it can be useful if you play with a friend a lot, but for a solo vehicle, definitely not. The original Oppressor from Gunrunning. Pretty sure his vehicle doesn't get on discount that much, so you might want to take advantage of it. Same with the Mark II, it kinda doesn't, but I think it got discounted very recently, the Mark II. Oh wait, that was the Target sale for last week for me, that I got the Oppressor Mark II sale last week. But I already had one, of course. The Oppressor is technically in a way better than the Mark II. But yeah, the Oppressor has machine guns, which are pea shooters and like useless. But of course it has homing missiles, but their tracking is similar to like Buzzard missiles, of course. But you can shoot them like without any cooldown, I'm pretty sure, but it does have a limit of 20 missiles. So that is a negative about it. And pretty much the only other thing I can say about it is it's great for transportation, of course. Which is definitely going to be the best reason to get the Oppressor compared to other vehicles. It's much better for transport than the Mark II in my opinion. Though if you use the Mark II right, you might be able to be just as fast as an Oppressor. But yeah, because you have a short cooldown for the boost, and it's not like a small boost like the Mark II and whatnot, it technically is the best transport option in the game. If you're going from point A to B very fast. That's like your main goal of something. And yeah, that's all the discounts on the website. So while I go to the Great Chapel Clubhouse to see if I can see a price for the cheapest counterfeit cash. Actually, no, I'll just say it here. Like I put on the message to Spectator, you're getting 89% off on the counterfeit cash on the business. But specifically for the cheapest one, which is not in a bad location at all in my opinion. Just because some things are cheap doesn't mean it's necessarily in a bad location. I think it's kind of better to have ones in the desert, because then you have to sell it to the city for more money, which means that later on in your sale you're going to have like more room for cover, whereas if you have businesses in the city, you'll probably get your max money in the desert, if I understand how it works. And then you'll have like little to no cover, of course, towards the end of your sales, if a griefer goes after you. Yeah, the Ransomware Desert Counterfeit Cash Factory, it's 89% off, is only $100,000. So once again, it's just double the price of the, so it's literally only double the price of the Great Chapel Clubhouse this week. And it's half the price of what that clubhouse is normally for this week. So if you don't have a counterfeit cash factory and you want to get it very cheap for only $100,000, then the Ransomware Desert Counterfeit Cash Factory is a good investment for now. Like with the cheapest clubhouse, however, you can get the cheapest counterfeit cash through the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. Some fact, I probably wouldn't be able to show off the price on my game, but it is 89% off according to the Rockstar Newswire for the cheapest counterfeit cash at Ransomware Desert. And yeah, 89% is $100,000, so you're getting a biker business for $100,000. You can make that money in literally like an hour. Of course, that doesn't include. Of course, there's no like discounts on like renovations, unfortunately, and whatnot. But hey, it's a good start if you're first getting into a biker business, and they're even throwing in a 100K fucking counterfeit cash. That is a good deal. Counterfeit cash, I believe it's like right in the middle of the best biker businesses. I think it goes document forgeries, that's the worst. And then it either goes weed or counterfeit cash. And then weed or counterfeit cash again, because I'm not sure which one is second worst of the 5 businesses between those two. Then it goes meth and then coke, I'm pretty sure. So it might be the 3rd worst business in the game, technically. Or the 3rd best as well, the way you want to look at it. For only 100K. But yeah, I went over everything that's necessary. I went over all the discounts and all the double money opportunities and deliveries. Rockstar Newswire doesn't. Oh wait, I forgot something important about the biker clubhouses. The reason they're giving you a clubhouse for 50K this week is because next week any biker clubhouse owners will get $250,000. So $250,000 is obviously not a lot, but you'll get $250,000 from Rockstar for having a clubhouse and getting the Great Chapel Clubhouse for 50K or free if you buy a Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack. which I kind of recommend because you can get Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack and a Megalodon Star Card for the price of the Megalodon Star Card, so you're basically getting the Starter Pack for free. Or, of course, any other Shark Card offer, basically, with the Starter Pack. That's a good way to get the Clubhouse as well, and the same counterfeit cash as well. So I think the reason they're doing those really big discounts is not only because they're giving 250K for Biker Clubhouse owners, but also because those things are normally discounted, are normally free with like the starter pack, the starter pack. So it's a way to almost get it for free. And I can't seem to see what the time trial is on Newswire, but I'll just go over the couple premium races. But yeah, today, April 18th, is a continuation of last event week, I'm pretty sure. Criminal Records, which is locked to Super for the first premium race. For April 19th to the 22nd is Route 68, locked to Muscle Cars. And then for April 23rd and 24th, likely the 25th for next event week, because of the pattern seems these premium races are going, is Wheatwang Park, which is locked to Sports. Those are the free premium races that'll be going on this event week. And I literally went over everything, so there's not anything to discuss anymore on this live stream. So sorry about the lack of like gameplay. Could have done contact missions and stuff, but I kind of want to really get into those on like these event week streams when I'm done with contact mission content. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Actually, hold on. I said I was gonna probably release a contact mission content later today or tomorrow. But after that, I plan on doing a vehicle review. So what I'll probably do is do an episode of contact mission content, then a vehicle review, in that same order. And I'll probably be doing our vehicle reviews in like 3 different ways. So for the vehicle review after the next episode of contact mission content, I'm gonna do a vehicle review on a vehicle that I've used a lot on contact mission content, which will probably be the Armored Kuruma for the next vehicle review. For that reason, the second type of vehicle review content I'll probably make for the rest of this week, maybe, if I have the time, or next week, will be vehicles that were updated with Arena War from previous DLCs. For example, the Phantom Wedge and the Ramp Buggy. And then my third type of vehicle review will probably be ones with like interesting quirks and features, like the Savage and how it has like a misplaced hitbox, which makes it easier to dodge missiles, and of course the Thruster, which I went in detail with when I'm going over the discounts, because it can not get blown up by most missiles at top speed. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Hope you enjoyed.